Hey everybody, it's Melissa, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of this Prada fragrance. It's Prada Ocean, Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. All right, now I have only ever tried this fragrance on a blotter. So I remember being like, okay, it's likable, but it wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't a standout scent to me, but let's see if that changes on skin. And again, this is just an initial first impression video. And I will be giving the whole breakdown when I finish this review. I completely blanked on what I was going to say. All right, but by the way, this was sent to me by Max Roma, so shout out them. But as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. So that's what the bottle looks like. It's really pretty. Oh. Here we go. Okay, now we're back in business. It's gonna be a fresh fragrance. All right, I do like Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. Carbon is, oh, hey, that's pleasant. Yeah, hold on. Right now I just smell it in the air, right? It's okay. It's when you see a name like Prada Luna Rossa Ocean, you know it's gonna be a fresh fragrance, and it is. It's a fresh, masculine scent. I will tell you right now, in the air, this is a very lovable scent. And the thing is, sometimes with ocean fragrances, they have this, I don't know, they have this sort of smell that I smelled in Sexy Eyes by Black Cliff, that it smells like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, and there's just a part of it that I like. There's like a certain like sweaty, sea salty smell in the undertone of those type of fragrances that I don't really rock with. But right now in the air, before I put it to my nose, I can't really smell it. I'm gonna assume there's ambroxan in this scent because, no lie, I'm getting a little bit of that Sauvage vibe from it. And I don't say Sauvage in a negative way. I know people in the fragrance community like to hate on Sauvage, but I mean, look, it's popular for a reason, right? But I think that if you're in high school, or even if you're in college, hell, you know what? All ages for this. And it's just like a warm, I will say, I find it more of a youthful fragrance actually, but still, I feel like if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s, you'll still smell fantastic with this fragrance. But it's just really easy to like in the air. Now I'm gonna put it closer to my nose, all right? Yeah, I like it in the air better, just because I think that it just has that mass appeal. You know, I get so many questions on all my platforms where people are like, Melissa, what is like a safe fragrance that I can blind buy, that people are gonna love, that's not gonna hurt my pockets? And whenever people ask me that, I always tend to go for the designer route of things versus niche, because a lot of niche fragrances can be pricey, and designers are known for mass appeal. And I have to say, this is a pretty decent release. There's nothing negative that I could say about this fragrance right now. I will, like, if you want me to give you the duality of it, I will say this. If you are a niche head, or a fragrance connoisseur, somebody that likes challenging fragrances, you're gonna find this basic and boring. That's gonna be the Achilles heel of Prada Ocean. It's just gonna be like, oh, I've smelled this stuff so many times before, it's not interesting to me. I like more complex scents. That is probably gonna be the one negative that I could see with this. Or, oh, I've smelled that in so many different versions already. So with that, right? But I really feel like if you're somebody that's looking to blind buy either for yourself or for a relative or a friend, let's say it's your nephew's graduation's coming up, or somebody's birthday is coming up, and you're like, damn, what should I get them? And you were at the store, but you're like, I've heard about Sauvage, but I don't want them to have Sauvage. Maybe something that's a little bit different. And let's say maybe they like going surfing, right? Or they live that kind of like active lifestyle. They like being by the water. It matches the vibe of that. But even though the name of this fragrance is Prada Ocean, I'm not saying that, oh, this is completely like a beach weather fragrance. I think sure you can, but I think that this is just like a decent signature scent for somebody that is looking for not a signature scent in terms of uniqueness, but a signature scent in terms of versatility and of just having one fragrance, which is what typically a majority of people have. They don't have a collection of 3 or 5 or 10 or 500. You know, they just have they do the shotgun approach. They get one scent that they can wear all the time. They smell good. It works for every single occasion. I call fragrances like this chameleon scents because they blend so nicely. Because I could see this fragrance being worn in just complete casual wear, whether you're in a graphic tee or you're in a tank top or something like that, right? Wearing some jeans. But then I can also see it in a work environment as well. If you're dressed up a little bit more professional and you want your scent to match you with that, it smells good. If you're going on a date or brunch, or you're doing an activity, like let's say you're going hiking and you're like, I still want to make sure I smell good, you could throw on Prada Ocean. Shit, if you want to go to the beach, it'll still smell good. I don't find this to be like a beach fragrance, but you'll smell nice. And I think that this would have a good head turning sort of reaction. Especially, yeah, you got to remember, a lot of people out there aren't wearing fragrances on the daily. And maybe it also depends on the area that you live in. But I live in a pretty populated area, so I still don't smell a lot of designers. Anyways, the main one that I smell is Sauvage on the masculine side, for sure. That one I am always smelling. A group of guys walks by, right? But I think that this is just nice. I think if you're going for compliment galore, if you're going for versatility, if you're going for just your one-stop shop, this is actually, I'm kind of impressed. I'm gonna say this in this video right now, and if I retract this statement in the full review, then you guys called me out on it. But the opening, I like this better than Carbon. I think because the thing with Carbon is it can be a bit sharp, right? So Prada Luna Rossa Carbon has that as its downside, where some people find it to be a bit too peppery, or like it's just too sharp where it could be migraine inducing, right? But this one I think is pretty smooth. This is a smooth masculine fragrance. I really feel like if you wore this, the only type of hate you would see about it is just people online maybe calling it basic, right? But I think this is a good fragrance. And again, I am speaking from like that general term. I'm not gonna say, oh, wear this fragrance if you want to impress fragrance groups on Facebook. All right, of course, like hardly any designer fragrance, with maybe the exception of L'Homme by YSL, is going to be held as like a holy grail scent with fragrance connoisseurs. But I think when you step away from the internet and you're hanging out with people and you're interacting, you're being social, and you're oozing that confidence, and on top of that you have a good fragrance on you like Prada Ocean, it's really as simple as that. I think that a lot of the times people tend to overcomplicate things with fragrances, or they're just like, oh yeah, this one, they get really nitty gritty. And I get it, because when you're passionate about something, you tend to pick out all the flaws, or all the things you like, all the things you don't like. But at the end of the day, fragrances are there because, well, as a way of expression and just smelling good. And if you want to smell good, it's just really as simple as that. All right, so I will do another video breaking down more notes of it, because I don't know the notes off the top of my head, but I will just tell you this is just easy to love blue fragrance, hands down. All right, so let me know what you think of Ocean. To me, I definitely think this is worth it. I do think it's blind buy worthy for gift purposes, or if you're somebody that's starting their collection and does not have an established fragrance, an established fragrance collection. I 1000% think that this is a good fragrance to look into. All right, so let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.